Isn't it interesting, though, that it's... I mean, Dame Edna was this incredible character who actually appealed to people across many continents and my countries.
There would never be another Dame Edna, just even the look, from the lilac hair, the cat-eye glasses, and he really brought that character to life. And it's something that he will forever be known for and loved for. But, you know, Stephen, he had a galaxy of characters which he was also known for. Sandy Stone, which was more the poignant, the monologues, but then also you have the Sir Les Patterson. And, you know, Sir Les Patterson and Dame Edna Everage, those were like the two characters which people always thought were an extension of Barry Humphries himself. But I think a lot of people have been reflecting on his other work, which showed his variety as a performer, and he was truly one-of-a-kind entertainer. Before he passed away, he didn't want to be referred to as an icon, but I'm sorry, that is exactly what he was. You know, it was just on Friday we were sitting here where St Vincent Hospital in Sydney had come out and said, denied reports from the Daily Mail that he was unresponsive, but his spokesman came out yesterday before midday and said that he had passed away. But his family said he was completely himself until the very end, never losing his brilliant mind, his unique wit and generosity of spirit.
And we saw him so recently looking so well, didn't we? So this is all down to complications, wasn't it, with surgery?
Yeah, so he fell off. He was reaching for a book in February in his house, and then he fell and he hurt his hip. He went for surgery, but he was readmitted this week for complications following that surgery. For weeks, he's been brushing off any seriousness about his condition. And, you know, this has come as an utter shock to the comedy world, including people, Rob Brydon, who was he was with him only 3 days ago, and he said he was as ever making me laugh. His talent shone until the very end. And, you know, even though Barry spent so much time in the UK, he is an Australian export, and I think the Australians have been feeling it quite a bit. And the Australian Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese, said he was both gifted and a gift. May he rest in peace.
I just think it's phenomenal that someone... Because the nice thing about... I mean, both Les Patterson and Edna Everage it was very close to the line, wasn't it? You look at all the clips of YouTube, and I wanted to talk to Parky today.
Yes.
But we couldn't get hold of him, sadly.
And he...
But, you know, some of those clips, and it's just, like, so close to the knuckle.
It is, and I'm so honoured and happy that he was allowed to do comedy the way he wanted to do comedy. I think now, in increasingly in this world where so many comedians are having their material stripped away, I'm glad he was able to shine through. And to be honest, he was one of the only few comedians that got really close to the royal family. And King Charles himself is paying tribute to him in a personal statement that he will be sending to the family. And, you know, he's had many moments with the royal family, including with the Queen's mother and the Queen at her Jubilee. He famously said, "Here's the Jubilee girl possums." So there's so many moments he's had, and it's just literally we've lost one of our greats.
There's a great clip of him at a Royal Variety performance.
In 2019.
Getting into the Royal Box with
Camilla and
Camilla. And it's just to see those two laughing because they had no idea what was going on.
They really liked him because of the way he could take the mick out of aristocracy in that sense, and being able to make fun of the titles like, you know, Dame Edna, Sir Les Patterson. So it's quite a joy that he brought to the world.
And the comedy world is grieving, isn't it? I mean, that's what's really struck me with the tributes, is he's just so respected by his peers.
Because he inspired so many people, including, you know, Jimmy Carr, Matt Lucas. They said they wouldn't be doing comedy if it wasn't for him. And I've seen so many pictures of people just looking at him with so much awe and so much inspiration. And to be honest, he was 89, but he was still going to continue working. He had planned to do more touring, so he wasn't even thinking of retiring. And as his family said, sadly, those shows will never come to light now.